An unknown otherworldly force is hunting a little girl. Why is the spirit attacking the 4-year-old Karina? Don't miss out. The psychics will unveil the truth. Hidden in a grave. You are watching Psychic Investigations, a channel of true stories. Here, people who call themselves clairvoyants investigate resonant criminal cases and unbelievable mystical phenomena. The family of the 4-year-old Karina contacted the psychics, asking them for help. The girl has been experiencing bizarre visions of a man's ghost that scares her a lot.
Yes, he was very scary. He terrified me. Over there, in my room.
She woke up at night and started crying and shouting. She shouted, "The man! Take him away from here!"
Karina, her parents, and elder sister Lisa live in a small Ukrainian village. All the residents of the house are in fear.
I'm afraid for her.
The girl claims the man has been trying to drag her somewhere.
He was pulling me by my legs.
But the worst thing is that after every such vision, Karina feels bad. The temperature hikes, and she faints.
After Karina saw the ghost last time, her condition was so bad that we called an ambulance.
The ambulance took Karina to the hospital, and on the way there, the girl fainted. The medics did everything they could to save her life.
She was on a drip. It was very hard. Nobody knew why it happened. What was its cause?
The doctors were able to stabilize Karina's condition, and she regained consciousness, but the reason for the problem was never found.
She was discharged from the hospital the same day, as there were no signs of any ailment in her. She was absolutely healthy.
However, the terrible vision has been haunting the girl more and more frequently, and now the other members of the family see the mysterious figure too.
It was black, you know, like a man wearing a hooded cloak. It passed from the door to the window. I was so scared that I ran out of the room and was afraid to come back.
At first I didn't believe it, but then I saw it with my own eyes. It was something dark and vague, like a cloud, and it was moving.
Recently, Lisa has had the worst nightmare in her life. After it, she stuttered for several days.
I was lying in my bed, and the corpses rose from under the floor, trying to pull me down. I tried to escape. I realized it was a dream, but I still told them, "Please, I don't want to die. Let me go." But they were pulling me down from my bed by my legs.
Oksana doesn't even know which of her daughters is in greater danger. Her elder daughter, the 25-year-old Lisa, had 4 complicated gynecological surgeries. During the last one, she lost her baby and almost died herself.
I lost a lot of blood. The doctors weren't sure they could save me. After I woke up, I asked them how my pregnancy was going, but they told me, "We had to save you."
But one day, Oksana had an adventure after which she began to fear for her own life as well.
I arrived here before Easter to tidy up my husband's mother's grave, but the ground collapsed. And I fell. In this grave. Right here. I don't know what it could be.
Mom felt very bad then. Her heart ached. If something happens to Mom or Karina, I won't take it.
Zhana Shulikova and Yana Pasinkova, 2 of the most powerful psychics of the project, agreed to help the family. On their way there, the clairvoyants share their initial ideas.
I had a strange dream last night. I was underground in some sort of cave. There I saw a man standing, and there were a skull and bones at his feet. He pointed at the door behind him. I approached the door and pulled the handle, but it was locked. And I heard a lengthy baby cry behind the door. The sound was so creepy. What was it?
Something hit the roof of the van.
I didn't get what it was. I was driving when I heard a thump.
It's so huge. Can you imagine what would be if it fell on someone's head? The spirit of the man. The one standing on the bones. What do you want? Who are you? What are you searching for? Why do you keep coming? He's pointing at you? Oh God, Yana. He's gone. He vanished. I feel the investigation is going to be a lot of fun.
An hour later, the psychics arrive at the Laptees' house.
Hello.
Hello.
Come in, please. We called you. We'd really like you to help us. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Children? Children?
Where is the psychic running? What did she feel?
Come over here, baby. Careful, Glass. Calm down, don't worry.
This is horrendous. The dome of the chandelier fell right where the girl was playing only a moment ago. The heavy glass could easily kill the child. The clairvoyant saved her at the last moment.
What happened?
If it had hit her on the head, it could have killed her.
Karina is a late child. She was born when her mother was 44 and her father was 52. Both of them are married for the second time, and they both have other children who have grown up by now.
If you don't mind, I'll walk around a little, because I have a strange feeling. What's with the light? Look at it, the house is alive. Somebody doesn't want us to be inside it.
What is this? Does anybody live in your attic? What is this?
No.
My goodness. Dear God, my pendulum broke. I can't use it anymore. Who are we bothering so much? What was it?
What was that noise? Nobody understands what's going on. It sounded as though something had been shattered, but there are no fragments or anything.
Did you hear it?
And then I again saw the spirit of the man who had appeared in my dream the night before the investigation. But what did he want? Look, over there, right between the two plots, the man is standing on bones.
There he is, standing! Look!
It's incredible, but the girl also sees the man.
He's here for somebody. Do you want her? And
She's about to faint. She's trembling so badly, she's barely standing.
he says, it's all your fault because of the child. The child, you hear it? Wait, the child.
The clairvoyants are afraid for Karina's life.
Are you all right?
Yes, but Karina's trembling.
Then what child did he mean?
I decided to work with the girl because I felt something terrible. Karina had seen death. You are riding. It's a road. It's a road. 1, 2, 3. They're sitting. Death. A murder.
Yes, there was a man.
Did you kill somebody on the road?
No, not us.
2 years ago, Oksana, her husband, and younger daughter had a bad car crash. Oksana's husband was driving. The family was coming back from Oksana's parents, who live 60 kilometers away from their house. The car came to a stop at a traffic light while at a junction.
The light was green. A Tavria passed by us. And from the Beltway, a Maz was approaching.
Wait. I see a dead body lying over the child.
The Maz hit the Tavria, and it was thrown up in the air and landed on the roof of our car. Yes, the car with the dead body fell on top of our car. The driver of the Tavria died right away.
The child is a witness of a murder.
It's hard to even imagine what these people went through. Oksana's husband rushed to the Tavria to help, but he was too late. Oksana and her daughter were taken to the hospital. The woman was diagnosed with a cervical spine dislocation. Luckily, her husband and daughter weren't injured. Is the spirit of the man who died in the accident haunting the family, trying to take them to the other world?
Something didn't match here, as they weren't guilty of his death. They were mere witnesses to the tragedy. Besides, the man who killed him was punished. What is this noise?
Something fell.
What is going on around this house all the time? And who burned the fire? There was nobody near. However, it's not the fire that draws Jana Shulikova's attention.
Look, in front of the fire. Do you see? And here is the second one. One is higher, the other is lower.
These are somebody's children. They were killed.
Which of your relatives did it?
My stepfather hit 2 people with a tractor, a boy of 14 and a man of 28.
He didn't hit them. They collided with him from behind.
They hit the mower.
An awful tragedy happened in the neighboring village. Oksana's stepfather was driving his tractor home after haymaking. A mower was attached to the right side of the tractor. 2 young men from the village were riding a scooter, coming back home after the disco.
And the mower, it's long and has such spikes, like scythes. So the guys hit them and fell off the scooter, right on the mower.
Both died instantly.
But it's not Grandpa's fault.
He was tried and punished.
Nonetheless, something doesn't match.
The psychics are at a loss. They go back into the house to decide what to do next.
Yana, look, I have an idea. To understand what kind of spirit it is, who he is, and what he wants, we need to conduct a ritual and talk to him. He refused to communicate with me, but I think he would be more willing to speak if we used of the family members he's been attacking.
Take me. I'm ready for everything.
It was a deadlock because speaking to a spirit that is trying to destroy you is incredibly dangerous.
No, you're not doing it. I'll never sacrifice Mom.
The psychics decided to carry out the ritual, which would help Lisa establish a connection with the spirit in the yard. But before that, they suggested that the adults take the little Karina to the neighbors to avoid putting her in danger.
My heart's leaping out of my chest.
Give me your hands. We're going to put you in a trance. Shall we start? Close your eyes. Relax. You're going to see pictures. It's going to be something like a dream or simply flashes. Okay, I feel him.
Jana radiated warmth, but from behind her, I felt a chill emanate. I was very scared. Who are you?
Here we go.
Why are you always near? Do you want to take me? Did we do anything wrong to you?
This is something beyond the real. Lisa has made contact with the spirit that is after her family, and she's talking to him.
This is the man on whose grave you stood.
I had a dream. I saw a cemetery where one grave was neglected. It was black. There was a woman, and the woman said, "This is your brother." I asked her, "How come he's my brother?" Because in the photo, there was an adult mustached man. But she told me, "Think."
You stood on the grave with your feet. He was calling you. He wanted you to help him. You forgot him. You left him.
We visited my baby brother.
It turns out Oksana had another child, a brother of Lisa and Karina.
After the dream, we immediately went to the cemetery and started searching, but we didn't find anything.
Did you search for the grave?
Mom said, "It's over here," but I was drawn in the opposite direction. I tried. I said, "Baby brother, give me a hint. Maybe I'll trip over something, or something moves somewhere."
I only want to ask you, why hadn't you visited the grave before? Why is he forgotten? And for how long has he been forgotten?
He's been gone for 29 years.
29 years ago, Oksana had her first baby, a boy named Ruslan. When he was 2 months old, he suddenly got ill. He was taken to the hospital, where he was diagnosed with acute bronchitis. A few days later, the boy died in the intensive care. The autopsy revealed that he died from the multiple birth defects.
It's hard to express with words. It's heartbreaking. It's the biggest tragedy of my life. The only thing that was left as a memory from him was his blanket.
Oksana simply couldn't visit his grave.
Something was preventing me from going there. Every time I approached it, I felt unwell and fainted and was taken away. I couldn't look at it and couldn't approach it, but I never forgot him.
I don't see them as clearly now, but these are the eyes. I saw them in my dreams.
The mustached man appeared in my dream and said, "It's not Boy's grave."
But who is the man whose spirit Lisa sees now?
Who is he? Who is he?
Who are you? Please tell us. Don't be silent. Say something.
We must break the link. The spirit started devouring Lisa's energy. We can't afford it. Lisa, open your eyes.
Lisa seems to have fully woken up, but the clairvoyants are yet to figure out who the man to whose spirit she spoke is.
Who is that adult man, Yana?
Blood. It's not your blood. It's upside down. The king is a stranger.
The mustached man was trying to tell me to go to find my brother.
Is it possible that the man whose spirit has been attacking the family is somehow connected with the cemetery where Lisa's brother is buried? But how?
Does he want you to bring him something? He is missing something where he is lying.
Is he strangling you? Is he? Inhale and exhale.
What is going on? Is Lisa in danger even after she awoke from the trance?
Careful, careful.
Lisa fainted. How awful.
Go, I command you to leave. The breathing is even. The heart's beating normally.
Lisa, can you get up?
I felt like my throat got tight. I couldn't breathe in or out. I couldn't say a word or shout out.
Open your eyes.
Are you all right? Breathe, inhale deeply.
How's your heart?
We should go to where he keeps coming from. We need to go to the cemetery.
The psychics, Oksana and Lisa, go to the cemetery in the neighboring town. They need to find the little Ruslan's grave. The clairvoyants try to feel the place where the baby boy was buried 29 years ago. It takes them a while.
There's the grave. Let's go there.
Here's the place of the pain. It makes me want to run away from it.
Is it true? Is Ruslan really buried here?
A boy, your bloodline.
Son. So this is the place. Son, forgive me. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Son.
It's not your fault as a mother for what happened. You were with him until the end.
I always speak about him. I always remember him.
The man is also in the grave.
He was buried on top. It's a double grave now. I finally realized the meaning of the dream with the man on the bones. The bones were the boys. It was his spirit that we saw all day.
Why is the spirit trying to harm Oksana's family? All in all, she didn't even know there was somebody else in her son's grave.
There was no ransom. Yana, there was no ransom. When somebody is buried in someone else's grave, even after many years, the original holder of the grave must be paid a ransom. Because the person who's been buried in the grave first thinks the grave is theirs. It means the boy was forcing the man out of the grave, and so the man's spirit couldn't find peace. He tormented the family, blaming them for not visiting the grave or taking care of it. With time, it leveled with the ground, and then he was buried in it. This is what the spirit meant when he said they were guilty because of the child.
Coins. We need to pay the ransom. You go to the church and order a remembrance prayer. After that, the man will stop haunting you. The boy's spirit will settle down, and he will stop tormenting the man.
You must always remember your late relatives. The memory is the only thing that protects us, giving peace to us and those who passed.
We are really grateful.
May I hug you?
Thank you.
Oksana Lapti and Lisa came to visit us a month after the investigation to share the news that things had returned to normal in their family.
It all changed for the better. It's finally quiet in our house. We don't hear any noises.
Thank you so much.
The mother's grief over losing her baby led her to neglect her son's grave. But who would have thought it would have such disastrous consequences? If you're impressed by the story, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Many more shocking stories are still ahead. A house of horrors. A woman caught a spirit trying to take her child to the other world on camera. Why is the poltergeist ravaging? The psychics are going to unveil the mystery hidden in a grave. This is Psychic Investigations, a channel of true impressive stories of people who ask for help from those who call themselves clairvoyants. Using their abilities, the psychics solve tangled criminal cases and unbelievable mysterious stories. A family is afraid to lose their long-expected daughter, Lisa, and is asking for our help. The parents are sure an otherworldly force is trying to kill the baby girl, as awful things have started happening to her recently.
I heard a massive rumble. I came and saw the lamp lying next to her. She was in a baby walker. I don't know how it didn't hit her head.
There was no chance the girl could reach the lamp in her baby walker. Strange though, but the heavy lamp seemed to have fallen itself.
This was so horrific.
Last month, out of a sudden, the heavy chest of drawers fell next to the baby girl. If she had been just a step closer, she could have died.
I checked it myself. It's extremely hard to overturn the chest. I can't even move it without help. This was the point where I started to feel genuinely frightened.
On top of that, the mother has been having the nightmare of the evil force taking away her daughter.
In the dream, there were arms stretching from the wall. They were huge, and they took Lisa.
And now, even when she's awake, the woman sometimes sees a man in the armchair next to the baby's playpen.
I was sitting on this couch, and I turned my head and saw a man sitting in the chair, gesturing to me to be quiet. I was paralyzed by horror and couldn't say anything. My throat got constricted, and all of my limbs were suddenly immobilized.
Olha films her daughter's every step for their family archive. And the things she saw in the recent video stunned her numb. The camera caught some strange gray spheres next to the baby.
First, I thought it was probably a mouse running or something. What could be the explanation to it? This is the video that proves I'm not losing my mind and something's really going on here.
Why did we contact you? We'd like to know where it came from and how we can rid ourselves of it.
A gypsy clairvoyant, Rubina Tsibulska, and an Azerbaijani psychic, Kayal Alekperov, took up the investigation. Rubina is already in the village where Lisa's family lives. Kayal is supposed to arrive later. The girl's mom is waiting for the psychics, while her father is traveling on an urgent matter.
Hello.
Hello.
Give me your hand. You fear for the child a lot. The feeling is contagious. My heart is thumping now.
It's like something is trying to take her away.
I need to work with the girl.
Little Lisa is in her stroller in the yard. Her scared parents never leave her alone. Her Aunt Hannah, Olha's younger sister, is looking after her.
I'll need to perform a ritual to receive the information from her. The ritual isn't too powerful not to harm her.
That what matters most.
Let me charm the water. Now we need to put a little on our hands. Dear God.
What? What do you see there? I'm scared.
I see a cradle. It's her cradle. And in the cradle, there's a bottom. Something like a pit. It's deep. It's a grave.
Does the clairvoyant see the baby in the grave? But who's trying to take her to the netherworld? To find it out, Rubina goes to work inside the house.
Let's check the cards. A woman. She is the source of your daughter's problems, and she's from the world of the dead. This woman. She looks delirious. It's like she's partially mad.
My aunt committed suicide last summer.
Name?
Natalia.
I see a tunnel and there's a scream echoing in it. What could the tunnel be? Is it a railway runnel?
It's a well. She jumped into the well. An artificial well looks like a long tube, a tunnel.
The woman jumped into the well in her yard only a few before she turned 60. It was Olha's birthday.
I needed to understand if Olha's aunt was harming the little Lisa. For it, I had to contact her, and I needed to do it through someone whose blood was closest to hers.
The deceased woman's sister, Olha's mother, and Lisa's grandmother lives in the neighboring village.
Hello, Mom, we need your help. She's coming.
Meanwhile, Kayal Alekperov is already approaching.
I had a strange dream. It was about a woman. She was wet through. She looked up and said, "I didn't want to do it." And she asked to forgive her. I saw a children's room without walls. And a man was standing over the cradle. His feet were covered with roots growing from the underground. "Stop! There's a girl over there!"
The psychic stopped the van at a junction. Olha's house is nearby, around the bend. What worried him so much?
A little girl's spirit. She says she died on this junction. She says she was hit by a vehicle, and her mom saw it. "Why are you here?" She says, "I'm waiting for the girl from that house."
This is incredible, but that is the house in which the little Lisa and her parents live. Is the spirit from the junction that Kayal Alekperov sees waiting for her? Can the Lisa really die?
The girl says, "When it's completely dark, we can leave this world. This is it." She disappeared. Her words worried me a lot. A junction is a portal through which souls come and go to the netherworld. She is waiting here for another soul. We need to hurry. We can't wait.
In the meantime, Olha's mother meets Rubina Tsibulska.
I want to summon her to know if it's her spirit that's bothering the baby. Oh God, I feel her fear. It seems she's recoiling from you.
Her sons and husband forbade her to speak to me.
The deceased Natalia's husband and 2 sons didn't let her speak to her sister and elderly mother because the latter bequeathed her house to Yevgenia's family.
We used to be very close. We were an organic whole.
It was hard for Olha's aunt to bear the conflict between the families. Eventually, she developed a severe depression, which eventually led to her suicide.
She quarreled with her children. I feel like they tried to force her away from home.
Yes, not long before it happened, they decided to send her to an asylum. It was Thursday, and they were supposed to take her there on Friday. And so she jumped into the well on Thursday night.
This is so horrible. Let's summon her. Through fire. Natalia's spirit, reveal yourself. She won't answer. She refuses to appear. Just a sec. Kyle can help me. Let's ask him.
Hello.
Kyle, the cards showed me a woman. She's dead. And she's out of her mind. Olha claims this is her aunt. You see? I'd like to ask you to also check it and see why she won't answer our summons.
Give me your hand, please. I can't forget my dream. I saw a woman, she was wet all over, and she said, "Tell them to forgive me." I didn't want to do it. She says she loves you a lot, and she would never harm you or your children. And she didn't respond to you because she feared you wouldn't forgive her.
We forgave her long ago.
Olha's aunt had nothing to do with it. Probably, it wasn't even her in the cards. This meant there was another dead woman who was insane. I couldn't understand, though, who she was and what danger she posed to the girl.
On my way here, I saw a girl spirit. She was over there, on the junction not far from your house.
Our neighbor's daughter was hit by a bus.
She said she'd been with her mom.
She held her hand as they walked.
As it turned out, a bus ran over the 6-year-old daughter of Olha's neighbors. She ran to the road so suddenly that her mother couldn't stop her and prevent the disaster.
The girl's spirit told me she was waiting for some girl, and she pointed towards your house. She wants to take her to the netherworld with her.
It's just horrible.
And she said one more thing, that it will all happen when it's completely dark.
Kyle, what could this mean? What's she talking about?
What I can't understand is why she didn't simply say at night. In any case, Rubina, we don't have much time.
It's just horrible.
I need to see the baby.
Yes, let's go to see the girl.
The baby girl for whom her family is so concerned is sleeping peacefully in her room.
I felt the girl had been a step from death several times, but something saved and protected her. There are otherworldly forces in this house. The meeting with us can activate them, so it's dangerous for the child to be here.
The scared Olha calls a taxi and asks her sister to take Lisa with her.
I'll work in your daughter's room.
Wait, I hear something. Can you hear it?
Yes, it's like a baby babbling.
Yes, like a baby.
It's weird, but the noise comes from Lisa's room, from under her bed. Everyone who is inside hears it.
Yes, I also heard a baby babbling.
Just a moment. Hush. Hush. Wait. Oh, God.
A black cat. God, such a huge black cat.
My God. My God.
Can I go out? My goodness, what is it doing in the house? God.
God under Lisa's bed.
God, the huge black cat. How did it get in here? The door and the windows were closed.
Isn't it yours?
I don't have cats.
It's not our cat.
Drive it out. Make it leave, quick. But the place Cat chose worried me most of all. Why was it hiding under Lisa's bed?
I'm looking at the wall and see a man trying to go out of it.
Olha saw a man sitting in the armchair at night.
The man was sitting in the chair, showing me to be quiet.
I need to work in the room where you saw the man. We've got to hurry. It's getting dark. Do you remember what the girl from the junction said about darkness?
The thing Kayal Alekperov sees in this room makes him call everybody else immediately. It's incredible, but the chandelier is swinging like it's an earthquake.
What is it?
Oh my God, why is it swinging so much?
Has anybody hung themselves in this house?
Do you see the man here?
Yes, I do. He lived here long ago. The man was wealthy.
Yes, well-dressed. Whenever I see him, he's very well-dressed.
He wears spectacles. His handwriting is neat. I see him write something and then hang himself.
My God, it's terrible.
Is the man's spirit the otherworldly force that's attacking the house? But who is he? And why is the hunting the girl?
It's the man from my dream. Apart from your aunt, I also saw him. He was standing by the cradle in the children's room without walls.
He is the owner of the house.
When he was sitting in the chair, he was calm and confident, like he owned this place.
Was it here? On this spot?
Yes, it was here.
Was Lisa somewhere around?
Lisa was here in the playpen.
The house is quite old. It was built in the early 20th century.
The house is old and some rich landowner lived in it. His family name was similar to ours, Radzinski or Radwinski. He committed suicide.
I asked the spirit, "Why are you showing yourself to this woman? What do you want from her?" And he said he was helping to protect her daughter.
Is he protecting her?
The child was supposed to die twice when furniture fell on her. He says he prevented it. I saw that the man had a beautiful wife and a little daughter. But then something terrible happened. They both died from some awful illness. And the man, unable to bear the grief, hung himself on the chandelier in the house. Now his spirit is helping the little Lisa to oppose the evil force because she reminds him of his daughter. If you like, I can help you get rid of the spirit. But he says it will harm you because he's on your side.
Let him stay, I don't mind. But then again, what do the arms stretching from the wall mean?
He wanted to show where the danger to your daughter comes from. Therefore, we have to search Lisa's room.
The cat wasn't there for no reason.
The cat seems to be connected to this place somehow, and the fact that it suddenly appeared in the closed room gives me an idea that it wasn't a cat at all.
I'm being led there. Move it further. Move it further. My God, I feel emptiness. It's a pit. A bottom inside the cradle. Like a pit. A pit. A child is buried here. It's a child's grave.
This room was added later to the old house.
I feel the energy of a cemetery.
I see a woman, she's pregnant, it's her third or fourth child because I see many children around her. She kills her baby. She drinks something. It's some sort of poison.
I see the woman give birth to a dead baby. It's a girl. and it seems she buried her right here.
I know what they're talking about.
Really?
In that old part of the house, a woman lived, and she indeed had many children, but she drank heavily, and she didn't give birth to them. Instead, she performed abortions herself and buried them.
She killed the baby at the final stages of her pregnancy. It was an almost formed human being who had a soul. This room was added to the house later. This killed baby's grave was disturbed during its construction, and so her spirit woke up.
And when you installed the cradle over the grave, you reinforced the connection with the dead baby.
I didn't know about it.
And she's been trying to take her away.
This house is full of ghosts.
Then I finally realized what the cat was. It was the spirit of that poor, buried baby girl. She was sitting over her grave under the little Lisa's bed. The flying gray spheres were also her spirit, as spirits can assume different shapes.
I couldn't even think I was walking on the grave. This is horrifying.
It's unbelievable. The light went off in the house.
What is it?
The light's off.
Here it goes.
This is it, the complete darkness. Rubina, this is what the girl from the junction told me. She says, I'm waiting for the girl. When it's completely dark, her soul will appear.
My God.
When the light went off and the darkness shrouded us, it was the sign that the portal on the junction was open. We need to pacify the buried girl's spirit, so she won't pose danger to your daughter, and we also need to put a protection spell on your family.
We've got to hurry to let her spirit go before the portal closes. Her soul's leaving. It's flying away.
May she forgive us. We didn't know.
Always keep this in your house. Take a piece of cloth, preferably green. Wrap it in it. It's your protective charm.
Now, when nothing threatens Lisa's life, the girl can come back home.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I am really grateful to Rubina and Kayal. I appreciate what you did.
Several months after the investigation by the psychics, Olha called us to inform us that the things had returned to normal.
Nothing falls or collapses. Nothing like that happens anymore. Thank you so much.
This is beyond comprehension. The family almost lost their little girl because of something done by a perfect stranger. If you're impressed by the story, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. A lot more of fascinating investigations by the psychics are still ahead.